Hello, fans, and welcome to episode 20. 20 episodes, guys, of Stuck in the Central Hockey Talk podcast. This is the off season, so we are basically making stuff up week to week. So on this episode, we will be just chatting, and we will also do a redraft of the 2015 NHL draft, which started off with Connor McDavid.
So we're doing just to be clear, we're doing this in the same order, every team in the same order, and we're acting as if we were a GM of that team looking for a need.
Yeah, so we're all gonna work together as if we're like scouts and GMs, and it's not like we're gonna do like
we're gonna come to like a universal pick.
Yeah, we're gonna all agree on
it. I like that. Okay, I like this. Let's show these general managers what they're missing with these three hockey minds.
Also, this is the first time you're listening, I am Avs Rich. I'm joined by Hawks Tim. He's usually wearing a Hawks jersey or something, and then Wild Tim as well.
Wolves Tim right now.
Also Wolves Tim. We basically cover the Central Division and
NHL.
The
Wolves are in the Central AHL.
It's true.
Yes. Stuck in the Central Hockey Podcast is also a proud supporter of Chelsea Football Club too. I know this
Avs guy. Liverpool.
No, come on now.
No, I'm gonna go get my Liverpool. I'm gonna go get my Liverpool jersey.
Go for it. I encourage you to go for it.
No, I'm wearing my Wolves.
Avs Rich over there. He's the one who was. Avs Rich is the one that's a big Arsenal supporter because of Kroenke.
I'm not.
He has to be.
This is a hockey podcast.
And he's gone.
Nope.
Where the hell did he go, bro?
I don't know. He's talking to someone.
He's talking to the mailman.
He's talking to a ghost.
Just had to let the significant other let her know that I'm closing up here so I can dial it all in here. Sorry about that.
All right.
You're maybe talking to a ghost. Maybe they're
no.
Yeah, he's talking to like a mannequin he's got in the corner.
All right.
All right. So, do you guys have any trivia or anything before we start this?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with an oldie, but I'm gonna go with two trivia questions. One's a two-parter, and another one is just a easy. Just remember how last week I was doing nicknamed lines.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you another one, okay? And it's a two-parter, okay? Because there's two iterations of it. All right. Now, Avs Rich, look past your hatred of the Detroit Red Wings for just 1 second, okay?
I'm out.
Oh, God, look at this guy. Oh, my God. Can you, either of you, name me the first iteration of the production line?
This is fucking gross.
Was Ted Lindsay on this line?
Yes, it was. He was one of them.
Ooh. That's tough. I don't know. I'm gonna hang this back up because it deserves respect. By the way, this is the greatest defenseman of all time,
Bob Orr.
Mr. Nicholas.
Oh God, we can discuss that until the day we die.
I do not know. That is not my forte.
Okay. So Ted Lindsay was certainly one of them. You're missing a very obvious one here, guys. You're missing a very, very obvious one.
Gordy?
Huh?
Gordy?
Of course, Gordy. Yes, absolutely. Now, the other one that I'm not surprised people are not going to probably guess right off the bat. You guys remember a legend by the name of Sid Abel?
I know that from the documentary, but I wouldn't.
Sid Abel. He was the center of the original production line. And then, can you guys guess what the second iteration of it is? I'll give you a hint. I'll just tell you. Lindsay and Howe both remained, but Sid Abel was traded to the Blackhawks. Who replaced Sid Abel?
And this guy's a bigger name than Sid Abel?
Let's put it this way: his numbers retired for the Red Wings too.
Okay, well, I mean, like back in that day, there's like a billion like players that were considered great that you wouldn't even know about. So it's like some guy that's like named like Gay Wood, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Rich, you got an answer?
No, I'm basically boycotting this whole fucking
Oh, for
Detroit.
fuck's sake. All right. The answer to the question was Alex Del Vecchio.
Okay.
Yes. So
that's the
here's the second question, the second trivia question, and it doesn't have any special attachments to any of the three of us. So Richard over here can, just chill out, try to answer the question.
Can I ask you a question? Is that Del Vecchio? Does he have any relations to Tony Del Vecchio from Backyard Baseball?
That's a great question.
That's his uncle.
Yeah,
Tony
probably his in-game uncle right there. Probably. I like it.
Kid brother.
Okay, so the second trivia one, I like to think that if you think about this one, it's pretty simple, but I'm not just gonna say that off the cuff because we try to make tricky questions in this a little bit. So can either one of you name me the only player in NHL history that captained two different teams to a Stanley Cup?
Mark Messier?
Yeah, I would say Mark Messier.
That would be correct. Okay, very good. Yep, that would be correct. Mark Messier. He is the only one.
Rangers.
Yep. Oilers and the Rangers.
See, I like that one.
Yep. I like that one. So those are my two trivia questions. Now, before we started the show, I know that Wild Tim had a surprise, I guess, that he was.
No, that's already. This already.
Oh, okay, got that. Okay,
I'm also gonna be Wolves. I'm gonna alternate between the two.
Yeah, very good. Okay, well, that covers my two trivia questions. If you guys want to get into some news, we can get into some news.
So there's no hockey yet.
Well, I got some news for us, okay? We actually got three things I want to cover real quickly. Number one, I'm going to get the most important thing out of the way. It appears that at least talks between the NHLPA and the owners right now is starting to get moving right now. There's apparently been a tentative date set up right now that we're looking for mid-January of a start time. If you guys hear things to the contrary? I've heard 50. Now I've heard 50 games.
Mm-hmm. So I saw 56.
I saw 56 games.
Well,
and
I think
I also saw something about how a good amount of teams will play at least 5 outdoor games.
Yeah, a lot of teams.
I'm okay with that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I love that idea. I'm okay with that. Now, the flip side to all this is that Gary Bettman made the most asinine comment ever when he came out and basically said that any losses incurred are basically going to be completely fronted on the players through this whole thing, which I think is one of the most ridiculous things to say to say off the cuff. What is this guy doing?
Yeah, he's basically saying that the players need to pay for this, and that's what the players are the ones that are making money. And,
absolutely ridiculous.
So it kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But at the same time, I do understand that the players need to take their fair share of the brunt of the COVID effect, the effect that COVID has had.
I don't disagree with you.
They will not make as much money as they're guaranteed in their contract just because there's not money coming.
Yeah.
So I think that they need to take on some of the brunt, but for Gary to come out and say that it's on the players to take this on, that's
it was ridiculous.
It's on everybody. It's on everyone involved, and the players definitely, they should take their fair share. But to say that it's on the players, that's just not
fair. I mean, what more needs to be said about Gary Bettman that hasn't already been said? Seriously, if you're a fan if you're a fan of an NHL team, you hate him. If you're a player, you should hate him, and you probably are just too professional to say it. If you're an owner, you are kissing his feet every chance you get. And that to me is such an embarrassment. It really is.
I kind of do like Gary. I think he's funny with his.
He makes for a good soundbite. Don't get me wrong. He makes for good news, but it's just
the guy goes out there in a full suit with like Skechers on. He has balls.
He's a beast. No, I mean, look at all the commissioners around like the sports in like the U.S. Like they're not all like Roger Goodell sucks.
Exactly.
Rob Manfred.
Adam Silver of the
NBA. I would definitely argue that Gary Bettman has more personality, even though he's not like the most exciting person in the world, but he has more personality than Roger Goodell, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
but you know what though? Adam Silver is a guy that actually does his damnedest to bend over for the players and for the owners in the NBA. So I got to give him some freaking credit. Okay, I don't even know who the commissioner of MLB is.
Yeah, but how much more money?
Rob Manfred.
How much more money do NBA players make?
They make their bench guys are like making like 10 mil.
Dude, do you realize in the NBA they have tier systems for what kind of a contract you have? You can have like a max, and then you could have a super max contract. So, it's absurd. It's absurd how NBA contracts work.
Oh, I know. Well, that's why there's so many guys like, you'll have like LeBron and stuff. They'll take 1-year deals just because they know they're going to get that money.
Just so they maximize their earning potential.
Yeah. Hey, Taylor Hall just did it, baby.
Yeah, what a dummy move.
And anybody who wants to convince me that Taylor Hall did that because he thought the Sabres could win, get the hell out of here. Stop patronizing me.
He honestly, 100%, he just thinks the market's going to be better next year.
Oh, completely agree with you there. He's taking a good paycheck just so he can save himself for like an even bigger paycheck, hopefully next year, if things stabilize.
Yeah, I don't know if he would stay in Buffalo. I mean, he could though, just if the money's there. I mean, it all depends on how he plays with Eichel.
Yeah.
Speaking of Eichel, do we have any other news before we get into this?
Yeah. So I don't know if you all missed this, but this happened, I think, last week, sometime in like the middle of the week, I want to say. Yeah. It is the only contract extension that has actually been made to like a marquee player in like the last 2 weeks, I believe, according to Cap Friendly at least. Boys, JBB is finally locked up, the most important piece of his offseason. Mikhail Sergachev, he has been bridged to a very decent deal. If I remember correctly, it was what, 4.6 maybe? Let me take a look.
Yeah, well, how many years? 3 years?
8 over 3 years. That's a damn good deal.
That's a really good deal.
For a guy of his talent, that's a great deal. Now
he plays with Victor Hedman. He plays on the top pair.
Well, no, he's left-handed. He actually plays more. With what's his name? With John McDonough, or not John McDonough, Ryan McDonough.
Well, he played quite a bit on the top pair.
No, yeah, they switch off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they switch on and off a lot. Now the question still becomes, how does he deal with Eric Chernak and Anthony Cirelli? I would argue this is the biggest thing. This is by far the biggest thing he needed to get resolved. So
yeah,
hey, I've been getting shit for supporting JBB, but dude finally got something going. At least he's moving the needle for the team to try and get through this offseason.
Oh,
that's big. That's very big.
You'd think Tyler Johnson could be gone by now, but he's still there.
I you know what? I'm really shocked that. I think it's kind of sad that that this whole thing with COVID started and the salary cap isn't going up, because next offseason, I don't see any possible way how Tyler Johnson doesn't end up on Seattle.
Oh, I know. Well, I don't know. They would have to give up money because Seattle's gonna. There's so many guys on Tampa right now that they could claim. That like Johnson, you'd probably have to go up picks.
From Washington, though, so I mean, I could see the logic in it, and At what point do you find, if you're JBB, do you finally just say, look, Tyler Johnson's the obvious piece that you have to move, but at what point do you finally say, look, I know I got great playoffs out of, Andre Palat, Yanni Gord, and Alex Killorn, but you might have to sell high on them, or at least moderately high.
Yeah.
Because I know Tyler Johnson's the one you want to get rid of and probably, obviously should unequivocally get rid of. But, I mean, look at it this way. If you could get rid of one of those three names I just listed off, Yanni, Andre, or Alex, you could probably get a decent enough return for either of them, and that would free up more than enough space, at least for Cirelli. And then I don't even know what Chernak's kind of contract would look like anymore. I mean,
bridge.
Oh, obviously a bridge, but like he's not making over 2.5, is he?
No. But the problem is you say decent return, but everyone around the whole NHL knows that Tampa needs to get rid of him. They need to get rid of him. So it's going to be like
all these free agents. That's one thing we haven't touched on yet. All these freaking free agents that are still available.
Yeah.
Unreal. Unfucking real.
A
lot of them, yeah.
Oh, Mike Hoffman's still out there. Mikael Granlund.
Yeah.
These guys are all going to go without jobs this year.
Like training camp signings.
Oh.
It's like, you'll see him. I mean, do you see like a team maybe even offering like Chara a deal if Boston doesn't want him?
No, I don't think he's ever going to join another team. He's either going to retire or he's going to be with Boston.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. All right, what other news we got?
One more thing. Richard, we talked about this in the parking lot today.
Oh, yeah.
This was just too good.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So can we just start like marking it down in our calendars whenever the hell they plan this, that we're going to see Evander Kane get into a fight with Jake Paul? What is this in the world?
That's the one time I would want to see Jake Paul win a fight.
Oh, my. Like, let me say right off the bat, I mean this with all due respect. Are Jake Paul and Logan Paul just like, are they just trying to like make us all into marks? Is that what they're doing?
Basically.
To the Paul brothers? We're all I
would much rather see Reba.
Yeah, it's all about like, so I guess Kane and Jake Paul are similar heights.
Yeah.
But we also have to remember, this is something I brought up to Hawks Tim. The Sharks aren't gonna let Evander Kane fight a guy.
And what was my response? What was my response?
Is they'd have to probably redo a contract, or they're going to be like, all right, well, you got to terminate your contract. But it's
it would actually save the Sharks.
Yeah, probably. But then he's got to sign somewhere else for less than $7 million, and no one's going to give him $7 million. You have to think of guys like Deion Sanders or Bo Jackson, in their contracts, they had, hey, I could go over and play baseball, or hey, I could go over and play football. It's like they're not going to – Evander Kane is not going to just randomly fight a guy and have say in some worst case scenario, he breaks his hand or something. They're like, oh, he's missing the first 4 months of the season or first 3 months of the season.
You are 100% correct. You're 100% correct.
See, but like Bobby Ryan had was it Bobby Ryan that had his hand like ruined by a golf club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
So basically he went to take a hit with the driver and the club shattered. It was a carbon fiber club, and it like ripped apart his hand. And he was never the same after.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Dude, he was a long far. You guys remember that Bobby Ryan playoff goal against the Nashville Predators? Where he basically inside outed the same guy like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, it was like
he's a far cry from what that was, but back on the matter at hand, like this whole Evander Kane, Logan Paul or Jake Paul thing, like even Logan Paul, he goes on a podcast and he basically just starts making fun of Evander Kane and he makes fun of the San Jose.
I didn't know about that.
Huh?
I didn't know about all that.
Oh yeah, Logan Paul ended up going on a podcast and literally kind of started giving the San Jose Sharks and Evander Kane kind of like a little bit of shade, because the guy who was hosting the podcast apparently brought it up and said, so this guy from the San Jose Sharks, and all of a sudden Logan Paul just like chimes in with, what is the San Jose Shark? Is that just is it a shark that happens to reside in San Jose or something? Or who are these fucking people? What is this?
Yeah.
What?
You know, just throw the shade out there, you know?
What a loser.
Yeah,
Look,
they Evander Kane is not going to sell. It's just not going to sell. It's not
this is
worth the
why
fight.
this is why I go back to the statement. What is it about the Paul brothers? Seriously, like, what is it with Logan Paul and Jake Paul? Like, I know that they're doing this just so they can, you know, get like views and, you know, people to pay attention to them. But man, like, are we all
was the same one that fought? Was that the same one that went to the suicide forest?
No, that's the different one. So
No.
they both have fought. Jake Paul's the younger one. Logan Paul's the older one. Logan Paul went to the suicide forest. Logan Paul fought once and lost. So he's kind of not the fighter. Jake Paul actually did like college wrestling for Ohio State.
Okay.
And Jake Paul is the one who knocked out Nate Robinson.
Yeah, Logan Paul, like, it's like, dude, you like tried making money off people like killing themselves. Like,
Yeah,
loser. Like,
this is something that we're gonna have to definitely keep track of. That's for sure. Because
it's not happening. Evander Kane is not a name.
Happening.
If it's Patrick Kane, that's different. Patrick Kane's people. We know who Patrick Kane is. Evander Kane.
I'm just saying, you know, that in situations like this shade is not going to stop right there. It's going to go the other way and then the other way.
See, a better fight would be Paul Bissonnette, a guy who's retired, doesn't have to worry about that, and is a bigger name than Evander Kane.
I actually like that Biz idea. Biz said he would fight Jake Paul.
Yeah, I mean, Biz would leave with like $2 million.
No, I think Biz would probably do better in the fight.
I think Evander Kane, he's known for like knocking out Matt Cook, who's fucking scrawny.
Is like an actual
dude, that knockout was legendary.
No, so he is an actual boxer. He practices boxing and stuff, but it's like, dude, you've also cut up chicks with
don't look up Evander Kane's
don't look up
history.
Evander Kane. I apologize for saying that, but yeah, he literally a woman had to have surgery because of what he did to her. So I'll tell you that.
The first time Hawk Tim realized, he's like he punches women in the face at bars and stuff. Like he's a scumbag.
Evander Kane. He got arrested for choking on a woman at a bar. He also, there's another woman that sued him because he cut her up with a razor blade during a sexual activity, and she had to have surgery to fix it.
Yeah, and then he also forced a woman to have an abortion, and then didn't pay her.
So he paid. So that cut out. He paid a woman like $1 million to have a abortion, and he covered it up.
And then I don't even think he paid her. That's why she brought him to court.
Yeah, so she didn't. He told her he'd pay her.
Oh my! What the?
Yeah, Evander Kane's a bad man.
Yeah, he's not a great guy to represent the NHL for.
Dude, what in the world have I been missing about Evander Kane? I know this guy. I knew this guy had problems. I didn't know it was like that.
This podcast took a weird turn.
Yeah, it's got real serious.
I was just, you know what? I was just trying to bring up a funny fact that, man, I really want to see Evander Kane fight Jake Paul.
Evander Kane sucks. No.
I mean, it would happen where Evander Kane fights Jake Paul and then gets knocked out, and it's like, dude, you ruined your whole career, like Nate Robinson. And it's like, oh, come on, because like the thing of.
Like, I don't think any of us are going to sit here and assume that Evander Kane would have a chance in that fight, do we?
So here's the thing. Evander Kane does box, right? But boxing is like a sport like even like chess where you have to do it every single day. And that's what Jake Paul's been doing up to this fight. And he's been doing for like 3 or 4 years now. And he's actually pretty solid at it. Nate Robinson did it for like 6 months and then got knocked out in like the second round. So Evander Kane could get in there and then he's like, shoot, this is not sparring at a gym. This is actual boxing match.
Exactly.
I mean, we saw Conor McGregor, who was the guy who was winning all these UFC fights, go up against Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather just knows the game of boxing and was able to beat him.
Yeah, but I mean that to me is a bit of a different situation, only in the idea that Conor McGregor could fight. Everybody
Yeah.
knew he could fight. It's just he didn't know he wasn't a true boxer. He was an actual mixed martial artist.
Yeah, and he ran out of gas in like the 4th round. So.
And remember, like the alternative to that fight again would be vice versa for Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather fought Conor McGregor in the octagon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, Floyd Mayweather got shit.
He'd get kicked in the head and like not even know where he was.
Oh my God! Like, do you guys realize in that fight? This is a funny thing that I read about. Did you know that the referee actually warned Conor McGregor before that fight started that if at any point he raised a leg, which is like a common MMA fighters like as like kind of either a block or like a just a might like break check you with the kick. If he would have raised his leg once in that entire fight, he would have had an immediate point reduction and he would have been fined $1 million.
It's crazy. Well, that's what people were thinking, because the whole strategy for Floyd Mayweather is just to get points, and then once he's starting to get hit a couple times, he'll grab onto you and hold onto you, and basically his whole game strategy is to last to the end of the whole fight, go every single round. So I thought people were suspecting if he was going to be up by a bunch of points by the end of it, that Conor McGregor would just like go UFC and like head kick him or something. And then like, that would have been a crazy ending. But
I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I would have loved to see an MMA fight between those two.
No, it's not worth it for Floyd. Floyd Mayweather would be destroyed. He's a boxer, he's not an ultimate fighter.
Like in boxing, he would have gotten. You still get more money in boxing these days than you ever do in MMA.
It's like field hockey and NHL hockey. They're the same kind of thing, but one's not on skates.
Right. Yep.
So what else do we got? Do we got anything else, or do we want to start this draft?
Yeah, let's just start this draft, eh?
Okay, let's do it. So we are three.
Wait, I got a story before this draft.
Oh yes, I always love Tim's story time.
So this draft, Richard knows the story. He was not there for that. I was in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah.
And, so the draft, I think, was at like 10
a.m. or something.
No, 7.
Oh yeah, 7. Yeah, 7 p.m. That's the second round when it started.
But so is it like when it's like 7 p.m. in California or whatever? It's like everywhere else. Then it's like 6 Central.
Yeah, or it's like 5 Central or something.
No, so I think it's 6.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe not California, but like
just use an example.
Like 7, yeah, they say like 7. 6.
So the draft was in Florida, so Florida's an hour ahead.
Anywho, I figured the draft starts at 7, so I'm like, okay, I'll be there at or I'll be ready at 7. We just got to be home by 7, so we go to pizza in Arkansas. And then all of a sudden, I get a notification on my phone from NHL. And it's like, the draft has begun or whatever. And it's like, what? So I'm like, at this Pizza Hut, I'm panicking. And I open up the NBC Sports app. And I ended up watching Connor McDavid get picked. So I had to download the app, actually. So I'm like going to get, it's a race against time. I'm downloading the app, get it open. I finally see right when I open the app and it finishes the ad. It's like Edmonton Oilers select Connor McDavid. Like it was like perfect timing. And I watched it on my phone at a Pizza Hut in flippin' Arkansas.
So I was actually at this draft in Florida, and it was pretty later would I know that it was, a historic draft, but it was pretty great. And I actually saw
Richard met a bunch of the players.
Yeah, I met Mitch Marner. Connor McDavid ran past me. Nice. Who else did I meet? Yeah, I met a couple of players. Who else? I can't. Oh, I met Joel Eriksson Ek. He went.
Oh yeah, you met Seth Jones.
Oh, I did meet Seth Jones. Yeah, Caleb Jones was drafted in like the 3rd or 4th round, and Seth Jones. Yeah, he was like tall as hell. He was a tall fucking dude, but he was very nice. And I actually have a puck from that draft, and it's signed by Seth Jones and Mitch Marner.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
It's a pretty
All right,
unique.
well, the first pick is obvious. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. The first pick is obvious.
I think the first 2 are obvious, to be honest.
Yeah, it's Connor Dude.
Connor McDavid for Edmonton, Jack Eichel for Buffalo. What do you think?
I thought we were gonna do the reverse of that.
Whoa, what do you mean?
I'm kidding.
What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
Both teams needed a center at the time. I think both of them are the top centers in this draft. Would you agree?
Oh yes.
You have, Connor McDavid's probably the best player in the NHL right now, and then you have Jack Eichel, who's kind of.
I'm sorry, Rich. He is the best right now. He is.
Yeah, I mean, in different ways.
Followed very closely by one Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah, I mean, you have the McKinnon contract, and you have all that, but Connor McDavid, and he's got Leandro.
And then at number 3,
it was Arizona.
Arizona. Now this is a strange one because they originally picked Dylan Strome.
Yeah.
Current Blackhawk, actually current unsigned RFA Chicago Blackhawk Dylan Strome. But there's this is interesting to me because looking at that team, they needed a center, which is why logically they picked Dylan Strome.
Yeah.
But maybe
they could have also used a wing too at the time. Basically any forward.
That was the case. Look, I'm gonna give my opinion on this, and this is just me. Okay. I to this day still cannot understand how the hell the best Finnish player in the draft dropped to number 10.
He was supposed to go like 7.
I don't know how he wouldn't have gone top 5, to be honest with you. Now, look, I know that there's one very big name that is looming at number 4. But maybe I'm going to have to give my opinion on this one being, why not go with Mikko Rantanen?
Here's my argument. So, as of now, like, if the Arizona Coyotes took Rantanen, that would have been nice. But at the time, Mitch Marner was a center for London.
Yeah.
You have to remember that. And so, basically, the Coyotes wanted a center. They wanted, they took Dylan Strome, who had all those, 130-something points in so many games. I think you would have to go Mitch Marner.
So I would agree. At 3, I'd go Mitch Marner.
Okay. Then that's that. I can get behind that one. Believe me, it's either Marner or it's Rantanen for me.
I would say Marner. He's a center at the time and a winger at the time. I think it makes sense for the Coyotes. Straight
into a pick number 4. Then with the Maple Leafs, they picked Marner that year. Again, if they're not getting Marner, who I guess they were getting as a center, but in hindsight being 2020, they're using him as a wing anyway. You got to take Rantanen then, don't you?
Yes, but also Toronto wanted a center at the time. Who was Toronto's top center then?
Oh, freaking Tyler Bozak.
They needed a center.
Tyler Bozak and Nazem Kadri, the 1-2.
So basically, you don't get another probably top line center till Barzal at 16. But I think
again, like if we're calling it what it is right now, I guess are we trying to discredit like what happened after this draft or like what they got in later drafts?
Yeah, you can't. This is a 2015 scenario.
So in that regard, yes, maybe. Look, if you want to be a realist on it, and again, you kind of have to approach this with the sense of, sure, we know what we know now, but Matthew Barzal was not a top 10 player back then, or at least he wasn't.
But the point of the redraft is
now. If you did the 2015 draft now,
in that regard, then my pick for number 4 has to be Matt Barzal then.
See, I would also argue that in the past years, defensemen have gone up higher, and Toronto could have used a defenseman as well.
Yeah, they still needed a righty more than anything. They still had Morgan Riley to right the ship at the left side.
Okay.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The reason why I think that they needed a center more is because in no way, shape, or form should Bozak or maybe even Kadri even be considered top line centers. They shouldn't be.
Yeah, but like, you telling me that Toronto wouldn't be better off if they had Zach Werenski right now?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, I'm gonna make a hot take. I'm actually gonna make a hot take. I would have taken another defenseman over Zach Werenski in this draft.
Provorov?
I would have taken Provorov.
Okay.
Nah, I'd take Werenski.
Or Shabbat. Shabbat's in the draft too.
Or Shabbat, yes, or Shabbat. I know that's a hot take. I would actually take Provorov or Shabbat.
Now remember, we also in the second round have Sebastian Aho.
Oh, believe me, I'm still looking at all of these right now.
There's so many.
So many good names came in this draft. For sure.
Man. Okay, so let's make this pick.
We can't be arguing like so long on every pick. We gotta.
All right. So we're with Toronto right now. So far, it's McDavid, Eichel, Marner.
Like if we do this,
if you're really telling me like, what's the need? Is it defense or is it center for them? Do you think?
I'm on the fence of either. So my opinion, let's all throw our opinion. Werenski or Rantanen, I'll go with.
Yeah.
So you don't go center?
No, I think or Werenski and Rantanen would be better than Barzal. I think that's the best.
Well, it's because we know what we know now.
Yeah.
We get Tavares.
Okay, but that's what I'm talking about. So are we trying to make this pick knowing that they're going to get Tavares and Austin Matthews in the future, or are we actually trying to think like they're trying to pick?
It should be like now. It should be now. But it's like you can't pass up. Like you're not going to let Werenski slip low if a team like doesn't need. Like
then you know what though? If you add that stuff together, then yes, I'd pick Werenski. I'd have to pick Werenski just because you don't want to pass up on that. And honestly, look, just because I know they're going to get Tavares and they're going to get Matthews, I can look over Rantanen. I can.
You know what? Maybe we should pick Rantanen for the Leafs.
It's up to you.
Mikko Rantanen.
Okay, Mikko Rantanen, Toronto Maple Leafs.
And you know what? He provides the size they need.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
All right, so now number 5 was
Carolina.
The Hurricanes, and they selected number 5 Noah Hannafin.
Yeah,
as the first defenseman in the draft. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to give my opinion on this one. I would not change this pick in terms of taking a defenseman.
Werenski, but also you like Provorov.
I like look. Knowing what we know now, look, I'm not taking anything away from Werenski. He's a great friggin' defenseman. I just think at peak, Provorov still can score more, and he's very good defensively.
I'm fine with either of them.
Werenski's a great name. I'll give him that. Werenski's a great name to have. But you got to remember, we're still talking about Werenski or Provorov, and we still have brought up Shabbat, and he's going to get picked in a few picks anyway.
Okay, so here's basically what I'll say in this scenario. So Hannafin was an American, so they took an American. Werenski's an American. I think we just should put Werenski there.
I'm okay with that.
Just because it's like something they would have done at the time, and looking back at it now.
Yep.
I say we'll go with Werenski. He kind of brings that solid two-way, where Ivan Provorov is pretty good two-way, but he's a little bit more offensive.
Right.
So let's go with the 5th pick. Carolina gets Zach Werenski.
Okay. Well, then we move on to the number 6 pick, and this is the one that, in hindsight, just never looks good any more than
this one looks bad.
The New Jersey Devils with the 6th overall pick Pavel Zacha. Still looks worse and worse every day. I'm just going to warn everybody. I don't think Pavel Zacha is going to go in our top 31. Is he?
No.
I don't have a reason yet. And
30. Yeah, Vegas was
Yeah,
not
30.
maybe 30. Oh, yeah, 30. Vegas wasn't around yet. So I don't even know if he's going to be a first rounder by the end of this
No,
whole thing.
I don't think so. Pavel Zacha. There's guys
yeah.
in like the 3rd round that are like have better careers.
Oh, yeah. So with New Jersey at the time, I mean, realistically, they could have used anything. And this has got to be one of those player available picks, in my opinion.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I agree. What were you thinking?
And with that in mind, again, I have to I'm going to throw my hat in the ring again for Ivan Provorov.
See, Connor Garland went in the 5th round. Ethan Bear went in the 5th round. What the hell?
Yeah. Crazy.
Krill Kaprizov, 5th round. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
We got a lot. So what were you thinking? Could you repeat that? Troy Terry, 5th round. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Ivan Provorov. I'm gonna move him up a spot.
Tim, what do you think?
I mean, Thomas Chabot's still available.
He's available, but again, I'm not trying to take away anything from Thomas Chabot. Okay, the hindsight I have looking at these two in this situation is that Chabot was picked at 18th overall, Provorov at 7th. Okay, both of them have hit their ceilings. Like they haven't hit it yet. They can still go even higher, in my opinion. But I think with how good they both are, they're both marquee players, in my opinion. And the only tiebreaker I really have, they're both left-handers. They're both around the same size. I just think that Provorov is that one who went a little bit earlier, who could have even gone higher.
Okay.
Is there there's no argument for Barzal to go?
I'm not ready to have Barzal picked because I'm actually saving him for a team.
Okay. So
let's go Provorov.
Okay.
Fine.
So number 6, New Jersey Devils select Ivan Provorov. So now number 7, Philadelphia Flyers with the number 7 pick originally took Ivan Provorov.
Yeah.
So let's just continue that idea that they probably wanted a defenseman and just put Chabot. Just put Chabot on there.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Any argument?
No, that's perfect.
Timmy?
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
All right. So let's just go over it so far. It's been McDavid, Eichel, Marner.
Yep.
Rantanen.
Werenski to the Hurricanes.
Werenski, 6th.
Number 6, Provorov to the Devils, and then Chabot to the Flyers.
Perfect. All right. Now, number 8, Zach Werenski went to the Columbus.
So Blue Jackets originally took at number 8, Zach Werenski. I'm going to just assume, I'm looking down this draft list real quickly, and boy, this is where it's going to get a little interesting because just given what's left right now, you almost have to. You have to figure they were looking for a defenseman in this situation, but there's not much left.
No.
There's really not. I have a pick I have in mind, and at that time, I think Columbus could have used just about anything back in those days.
Yeah.
And this was even before they traded for Seth Jones. So I'm going to select, and this is just my opinion, I have 2 names in mind, but I'm going to either put my hat in the ring for either Barzal or Sebastian Aho.
See, that's the one I was thinking. How do you guys feel about going with Aho?
I'm fine with Aho.
Because he kind of has like that Columbus makeup.
Yeah, that hardworking style. Yep. Sure.
And I mean Jarmo Kekalainen.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little higher on Kyle Connor than maybe you guys are.
Oh, again, another player
that's great for, but is Kyle Connor's not a center.
No.
Look. You're absolutely right, Timmy. And I actually have Kyle Connor pegged for another team.
Okay, that's fair.
I actually have Kyle Connor pegged for another team.
We're gonna go with
Sebastian.
Aho for
Yes.
Columbus at 8. All
At
right.
number 8, flex Sebastian Aho. Moving on to the number 9 pick. Originally, the San Jose Sharks picked Timo Meier. There's a name we all remember.
Yeah.
We still remember. Still like him. Whatnot. At this point, I'm gonna throw Barzal in there for it, because Joe Pavelski is a center, but he was flexible enough to actually play winger. So is Logan Couture. That basically gives you a 1-2-3 punch of just absolute insanity. I know Joe Thornton was still in his was still relatively in his prime at that time.
Mhm.
So there's always room for more and more for that team, in my opinion. I'm surprised they maybe didn't take I mean, at that time, the Sharks were still kind of just.
See, I honestly, at that time, the Sharks still had Pavelski and all those. So I
Right.
went Kyle Connor.
See, yeah, I was thinking a winger.
Yeah, Kyle Connor.
I don't want to do that yet.
We still have Brock Besser too. Brock Besser.
Brock Besser.
Travis Konechny, probably not him, but
Wait a freaking minute. Oh God. I just totally forgot who was still on the draft board here. You said you're going winger? Look, if you guys want to go Kyle Connor on this one, I completely understand. But I actually did have Kyle Connor on, just looking at the team's makeup right now. If Colorado at number 10 doesn't end up with Mikko Rantanen, I wanted them to get Kyle Connor. Because that guy would look great on the Colorado Avalanche.
And the Avs had too many centers at the time too, so they wouldn't take Barzal.
Yep, exactly.
This one's a little tough, but maybe we should go with. All right, everyone say their answer for the Sharks. Who they think? Hawk Tim, what's your gut saying?
Look, again, they have centers that were flexible at that time who could play wing and were actually able to be fit into different roles. I still say Matt Barzal, because Logan Couture plays left wing. Joe Pavelski plays right wing. You can fit all these different players into different roles, in my opinion.
I go with Barzal as well. I think he's just the best player available.
Yeah, so I Hawkson kind of convinced me, and also, I mean, Pavelski leaves. Thornton.
Yeah, they weren't young bucks at the time.
So yeah, Matt Barzal, he's the best player available, and it's like, wow, the Sharks could look way different if they had that right now. So.
All right, number 9, Matt Barzal to the San Jose Sharks.
And then at number 10, the Colorado Avalanche originally picked Mikko Rantanen. I already said my pick for this one. Kyle Connor would just look so fucking good with the Colorado Avalanche. Needs no explanation. He's a workman-like player, and would be such a great fit in Bednar's system.
No argument for Brock.
I think Kyle Connor is the best, next best player available. Kyle Connor's gonna be a consistent 30-40 goal scorer. Brock Besser is maybe a consistent 25-30 guy, but
facts.
I think Kyle Connor a little step above where Brock is at.
Okay,
I agree.
I'm fine with that one. I have no problems with Connor at 10.
And plus, the dude is only he's only 6'1", 195, but he plays he's 6'2", 220. So what's not to like, right?
Yeah, what's not to like? And plus, I mean, the Avs wanted a wing at the time too, so it's fit.
Very true. All right, so moving on to number 11. Originally, the Florida Panthers, they selected, another name that does not look any better as the days go by, Lawson Krause. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Still doesn't look good. Now, considering he's a winger and Florida was looking for clearly a winger this time, I will throw Brock Besser in there.
That's my pick.
Yeah, I'd go Brock Besser.
Go
That's
ahead.
what I go with
Yep,
as
lock
well.
it in. Go ahead and lock it in.
That's an easy one.
Yep. That is
I can't wait for the Boston 3 picks in a row coming up.
Oh my God. And here's the thing. I actually have a very controversial take for this next pick. So look, at number 12 now, Dallas selected Denis Gurianov. Now, what are our opinions of Denis Gurianov right off the bat?
Like quality of player, where he went early on,
Yes,
or
quality of player.
questionable. Questionable.
Okay.
Could find a spot, maybe not with Dallas. Just doesn't have his name out there yet. He probably should already by now.
Okay, so let me just throw this out there. Okay, so if we're continuing to go winger on this one, okay,
Mm-hmm.
just
I
for
have
a
a
sec-
guy in my head that I think would fit better. Actually, 2 guys.
there's 2. Okay, I have 2 as well. The first guy, and he only came 2 picks after. One is Jake DeBrusk,
Yeah.
but the other one is one that didn't go until the late first round, and that is Anthony Beauvillier.
I like that too, but I also like Timo Meyer too. He looks like
There
an
is
all-stars guy.
I forgot about that one. So there's Timo Meyer as well. Yes. That's a good one too.
Who would you rather? I'll just ask you guys personally. Who would you rather have on your team, Meyer or DeBrusk?
I'd say Meyer.
Timo Meyer.
Just because of his scoring. Just because of his scoring. Yeah.
I agree. I think we should go with Meyer.
Yeah. Lock in Meyer. Yep. That's a good one for me. I like that one. So yep, number 12, Dallas goes with Timo Meyer.
Cool.
And now we go. We're just gonna lump these all together. 13, 14, 15. We're not even gonna transition them. So
Do you think
13,
one of these Boston picks would be Jack Roselberg?
I'm thinking about that right now.
I don't. Here's who I would. I'm gonna give you all 3 of my picks like rapid fire real quickly.
All right. Let's hear it.
Okay, so originally Boston picked at 13, 14, and 15 respectfully as Jakob Zaboral, Jake DeBrusk, and Zachary Senshin. Okay, so I'm gonna make a controversial take here, and I'm actually gonna say that DeBrusk can still be picked by them at number 15.
Okay.
Now, beyond that, okay, at number 13, there's still one really amazing player right now who is still on the list who had a breakout year this year, and I'm becoming a very big fan of. At number 13, my pick for Boston would actually be Travis Konechny.
See, that's what I was thinking. And then what would be the other one?
Because he also Konechny going to be it like a center. So he's a very good player.
Yep. And then at number 14, again, I guess it's just because this guy really embodies everything that a New York Islanders, or in this case, even a Boston Bruins player should be. Anthony Beauvillier. I really do.
Do you think you're taking too many forwards?
Look at it this way. I could make a case for Ethan Bear, maybe.
See, you want to hear mine?
Yes,
I would have gone with 2 options. So I would have gone with who were your picks I just had?
I said Konechny, Beauvillier, and them still taking DeBrusk.
I would have gone with Konechny, DeBrusk, and then to either change it up, I would have gone with like a Hannafin, or I would have gone with
I completely forgot Hannafin still.
Or you get the best goalie in the draft, Samsonov.
Not that great though.
Yeah, but you're not going to pick too many forwards. You're not going to pick. I mean, they did.
No,
DeBrol is a defenseman, so they were looking for defense too.
Yeah, that you know what? You got me there. I would actually say Hannafin's a very good one to take. Actually, yes.
And plus, Hannafin went to Boston College.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take Hannafin. Take Hannafin.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I'm okay with that trifecta.
So basically, be what was it? Konechny, DeBrusk,
and Hannafin.
Okay.
Yep.
I like that.
I'm okay with those 3. Okay, So moving on to number 16, we have the New York Islanders, and they originally took Matt Barzal. I'm just going to get this guy finally off the board, as I feel like it's finally time for him to get taken off the board. I'm going to say, look, I know people don't like him. I don't personally like him very much, but I'm going to have to say Dylan Strome. They were looking for a center.
Well,
Yeah,
I'd kind of go Anthony Beauvillier.
that's what I was thinking.
Okay, that's fine too.
He's a better player.
He is. Well, I mean, again, hindsight being 2020, of course.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't think I would go with Strome.
He still goes to the Islanders, and it's like that he fits in that system.
Yeah, right.
It's exactly. I mean, you could even take a waiver on Kirill Kaprizov if you want to at this point.
I mean, look, actually, I was actually hoping
Right?
you wouldn't do that because he's going to be my next pick, actually.
Okay. Shit, even John Marino went in the 6th round.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he had a breakout year.
Yep.
So what are you guys thinking? What are we going with?
I'm okay with Beauvillier.
Yeah, Beauvillier.
Let's go with Beauvillier.
All right, that's fine. So number 16, the Islanders take Anthony Beauvillier.
Sammy Niku went in the 7th round.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. This draft was pretty good. So at number 7, the Winnipeg Jets originally took Kyle Connor. This is where Kaprizov comes in. Left winger for left winger.
Kaprizov's not going to any team that's not the Minnesota Wild.
Well, in this situation, they'd have to drag him to Winnipeg.
Yeah, that's true, and nobody likes playing that. But yep, that's my pick. We okay with Kaprizov?
Yeah, I think even though he hasn't played a game in the NHL, you can't pass up on him right now.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. So, all right, that's good enough for me. So then, number 18, the Ottawa Senators originally picked Tomas Chabot. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Where did Ethan Bear go in the 5th?
He went in the 3rd, I think.
I would make a case for him.
Yeah.
At this pick.
He's an NHL
defenseman for a defenseman.
100%. Hold on a sec.
I'm okay with that one.
No argument for Rupe Hintz.
You're gonna start pulling out names that I actually don't want you to mention because I really want to bring them up myself. But
no argument for Rupe Hintz.
He's very good.
Brandon Carlo. No argument for Brandon Carlo.
Oh, Brandon Carlo. I'd go Brandon.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna pick Ethan Bear over Brandon Carlo?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Well, I guess so. That's fine. You can put in Brandon Carlo.
I think Brandon Carlo makes more sense.
That is fine. All right.
I think even if we did do this redraft, you'd have Ethan Bear probably go at the end of the 1st or the beginning of the 2nd.
Sure. So number 18, Ottawa Senators take Brandon Carlo.
Yeah.
We okay with that?
Yes.
All right. So number 19, the Detroit Red Wings originally picked Evgeny Svechnikov.
The bad brother.
Out very well. At this point, I think we can lock in Brock Besser. Yes.
He's already picked.
I thought we picked him already.
Wait, for who? Who do we pick him for? Dallas or
no?
Florida?
Are we writing this down?
I'm not writing it down.
Wait a minute. Who did we have Florida taking?
We had
instead of Lawson Krause.
We had Florida pick Brock Besser.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. We did.
Thank you. Okay. Then boy.
We're not writing this down though. We're just waiting.
Oh, come on. We're having fun. I think at this point, I'd be okay with Rupe Hintz. Because
or Roslovic.
Here's the funny thing about Rupe Hintz.
Roslovic's a center though.
Hold on. Here's the funny thing about Rupe Hintz though. Okay. Rupe Hintz was picked 49th overall by the Dallas Stars. and they traded for that pick. You know who that pick originally belonged to?
Uh,
The Detroit Red Wings.
not a
I
great.
think it would be kind of ironic if Rupe Hintz went to Detroit.
Okay,
with the
I'm fine. I'm fine with that one. I mean, I think Roslovic should go right after, though.
No, actually, I got a better one for the next one. So, are we okay with?
Who would that be?
Are we locking in Rupe Hintz?
We're locking it in.
Okay, so number 19, Rupe Hintz to the Detroit Red Wings. So now at number 20, the Minnesota Wild originally picked Joel Eriksson Ek. Let's throw him out of there. I have nothing but respect for Eriksson Ek. He's a hardworking player and whatnot. But I'm going to take someone who slipped all the way into the third round, actually, and actually went to the Tampa Bay Lightning. We're gonna give him some respect here. I'm gonna say the Tampa Bay Lightning, or excuse me, the Minnesota Wild take Anthony Cirelli with the 20th pick.
How
the hell did he? What the hell?
Yeah.
What?
I'll take that.
How did he slip? Also, we have Vince Dunn.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
How are these guys slipping? We should. Oh my god.
This is over. You think that you can't? don't act like this is over. There's still some crazy ones I still haven't even mentioned yet.
I'll take Anthony Cirelli on the Wild.
Yeah, you'll take yourself a dash of a nice little dose of Cirelli there, bud.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I mean, we had him go over. How did Rupe Hintz go before Cirelli?
Because I wanted the Wild to get Cirelli.
Yeah, but that's not the draft. That's not the draft.
I don't care. It's already happened. It's locked in.
All right. But Rupe Hintz was picked before Cirelli. We just have to. Okay, whatever. Move on.
Hey. You still look at this in terms of need, okay?
Yeah. There's so many guys in this draft. It's insane.
Yes. Okay, and now, so Minnesota Wild take Anthony Cirelli. Wild Tim, you are welcome, sir. At number 21, the Ottawa Senators originally took Colin White. I would argue that is still a very good pick.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that is working out well for them. But I would go so far as to say
did
Jack
Roslovic go?
Come into
It should
the
be
conversation.
Roslovic.
I don't know if Jack Roslovic is that much better than Colin White, though. That's the thing that bothers.
That's a good question. Yeah, I might go Colin White.
I actually am okay with keeping Colin White with them.
Yeah.
I really am.
No argument for Vince Dunn.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Well, see, they would have picked Shabbat, right?
In this pick, they picked Colin White.
Oh, okay.
Who did the Senators pick earlier, though, that we had him pick?
Shabbat at number 18.
We had them pick Shabbat, their own pick.
Oh, you're saying in our revised draft?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Right before Rope Hintz, it was for the Senators. It was oh god, it was someone who dropped out of the first round, wasn't it? Son of a bitch.
I don't know. I'll go Vince Dunn.
Well, it all depends who we picked with them before. Because I would like it to be, if they have a defenseman earlier, then we should go with a forward then. But
I don't think it was a defenseman. I think it was a forward.
Hawk Tim, we're looking at you. Do you have any of these down?
I do not at the moment. No, I'm actually trying to.
This has turned into a train wreck.
Yeah, this is a mess.
No, we're doing great, guys. We're doing great. Thank you.
This is all.
We're having fun.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Oh my god, I can't believe who dropped into the 6th round. Holy
Who is it?
shit. He's gonna be my next pick, I can guarantee you that. Oh my god. So look, I'm gonna still say Colin White to the Senators, and if not him, Vince Dunn, I'm endorsing. I'm okay with that.
I'm going Vince Dunn.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
All right, so in the next one, we have at number 22, the Washington Capitals.
Wait, who's the pick?
Colin White. Or is it Vince Dunn? Vince Dunn?
Yeah, Richard needs to make a pick.
Wait, Adam Gaudette was like in the 5th round?
Yep.
Yeah, but Adam Gaudette is not above Vince.
No, I don't agree. I agree with
Yeah, but
that.
that's not even the craziest one yet. You still have there's another name that had a breakout year this year that went in the 6th round. Okay, don't start looking. I want to surprise
Okay,
you.
who is this Ottawa pick? Who is this Ottawa pick?
Yeah, what is the Ottawa pick?
Let's do Vince Dunn because I think we picked a forward for him at
Okay,
18.
Vince Dunn.
Okay.
But now Montreal wanted a defenseman at 26.
Too bad.
Do we give them?
Well, now we're on pick number 22, right? Yeah, because we just did Ottawa at number 21.
Oh, we are. Yeah, we are. My bad.
So now at number 22, the Capitals took Ilya Samsonov.
I think they just take him at 22.
I don't have a case to make against that pick right now.
They wanted a goalie, and the goalie's still available.
Keep it.
That he's their starter right now.
Yeah.
He sure might be. I mean, him and Henrik. So
yeah, Henrik's not playing all the time.
Yeah, I'm okay with locking that one in.
He's playing 60 games this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
all right, let's keep going.
At number 23, Vancouver picked Brock Besser. I'm gonna drop in the surprise from the 6th round now, and I'm going to say that as an alternative to Brock Besser, the Vancouver Canucks select Andrew Mangiapane.
Oh my God. I will go.
Who had a great breakout year for the Calgary Flames.
He did.
No.
See, at this point, are we not talking Dylan Strome?
Yes.
No. That's my next pick. That's my next pick.
Either Joel Eriksson or Dylan.
Yeah.
Joel
But again,
my pick is Joel Eriksson.
Again, we have Joel Eriksson, Colin White, and Jack Roslovic still on the board. And the only reason why I'm picking Mangiapane at this pick is because they wanted a winger.
You also have Jordan Greenway in the 2nd round.
I don't think he goes above the other 4.
No, I don't either. But you also have Wild Tim's guy, Jeremy Bracco, end of the 2nd.
Ugh, no.
Yo, don't be that.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Is there any argument for Connor Garland?
No.
Okay.
No.
I think we should probably go with
Garland.
I would go with Eriksson Ek or Roslovic.
If we're gonna go with those two, I'll take Eriksson Ek.
Okay, let's go with Eriksson Ek.
I just like Eriksson Ek a heck of a lot more than Roslovic.
Okay, but I think Roslovic should go right after.
Well, here's the thing.
Eriksson Ek's been an NHL player for like 3 years.
Okay, but here's the thing. So Vancouver takes Eriksson Ek. Now, the Philadelphia Flyers originally selected at 24 center Travis Konechny, but we have Roslovic, we have Colin White, and we have Dylan Strome still on the board.
Roslovic.
You're telling me you'd actually take Roslovic?
No, I'll take Strome. I'll take Strome.
Over Strome and Colin White?
No,
I'd take for Roslovic.
Well, let's go through. I think Roslovic, I like him better than Colin White.
Yeah, let's go.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I mean, as of now, yes, I do.
It's a bold statement.
Okay, then we'll go with Colin White.
Dickie, that's a bold statement, my man.
I think they're both good.
Okay, so do we want to lock in Dylan Strome for the Philadelphia Flyers at 24?
Yes, I think you should.
All right, so 25 was Jack Roslovic to the Jets. I'm okay if you want to keep that pick the same.
Paper, scissors, rock, shoot, or rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
The thing is, Roslovic, he has been pretty good.
Yeah, he hasn't been bad.
So was Colin White.
Yeah, they're both like similar.
Like, it's not the same. We know for a fact that Roslovic will be pretty good for the Jets organization. So it's like, why not?
Okay, that makes sense. That is fine by me. That is fine by me. Then let's lock that one in. Roslovic still going to the Jets. Yes,
Yeah, I think you should just go with it.
that is absolutely fine by me.
And then
So-
you go Colin White.
Colin.
Yeah. So now 26 Montreal Canadiens. They could have used a center. So go Colin White.
Yep.
Okay.
Even though they went Noah Juleson
Yeah.
as a defenseman, I'm okay with keeping that one.
Yeah. There are not a lot of good
Actually,
defense.
I'm okay with Colin White. I like that one.
Do we have any significant defensemen left?
Ethan Bear.
Okay.
But at the next pick, Anaheim Ducks at
Yeah,
27.
but like Ethan Bear is a right shot, and Montreal has Petrie and Weber.
This is
Correct.
yeah.
Actually, at that time, it was actually it was still Weber
Subban.
or not Subban.
Yeah. Well,
Same.
So they're not taking a right.
Sammy Niku.
I wouldn't take him over Ethan Bear right now. Not yet.
I wouldn't either.
Not yet. So
Let
I'd
me
still
just,
go.
Let me just go over. Look over. No Shernack.
no.
Nah.
Yeah, Chernak is still in there in the second round.
No Brandon Gooley.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, man.
Let's go with it.
Oliver Kylington went
Yeah.
60. Oh, holy cow.
His name is actually pronounced Shillington.
Yeah, Shillington.
Kylington?
Yeah, it's banana.
I don't know how. I did.
Oh, no. Shillington. Oh, jeez. What
So,
in the world?
no, like literally, like I heard that in multiple broadcasts, and I looked it up, and it's like it's true. Like I cannot explain how, but it's pronounced Shillington.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, I need better light in my damn. I've gone completely dark.
Yeah,
I've gone completely dark.
you gotta have a light facing you.
Yeah, I know.
Light behind you, but you gotta have light facing you.
Okay, so what did we settle on?
My sister's calling me. Let's see what this.
Uh-oh.
Hello. I'm in the podcast.
He's in the podcast.
You're on the podcast right now.
Say hello. Put her on speaker and tell her to say hello.
Oh, that's exciting. All right, bye. Love you.
Aww.
Yeah, it's my sister.
Aww, Timmy.
My cousin is having a boy.
Oh, congratulations.
Nice.
Look at that. You heard it here, folks.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. A new family member to the Stuck in the Central Hockey podcast.
Yeah, new listener.
Yes, there you go. All right, so what do we decide for Montreal? What are we going with?
Um.
Colin White's still on the board. That's probably the one I would pick.
Okay. Yeah, Colin White.
Yeah.
I don't need the righties. So the very next pick, Jacob Larson went to the Anaheim Ducks. I think this would probably be as good a time as any, either Ethan Bear or Eric Chernak.
I'd go Ethan Bear.
Ethan Bear.
Okay. All right.
There is a very Ducks player though. In Connor Garland.
I mean, ain't that the truth?
All right.
Scrappy.
No, not Connor Garland. Garland.
Okay. I mean, hey, I'm all right with that.
You want to go with it?
I'm all right with that.
All right. I think we should go with Connor Garland for the Ducks.
Okay. Connor Garland goes to the Ducks at number 27. And at number 28, the Islanders selected Anthony Beauvillier.
I have one. I have a good one for this.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
I think the Islanders struggled to get something for years. And I think you have Mackenzie Blackwood you should take.
Oh, for the love of God. Whew.
I agree.
It's hard for me to disagree with that.
Yeah, he's good. Right. He's a starter. He plays for New Jersey. If he played on like a legit team.
For New Jersey, fuck, that makes him look so bad.
I know, and he starts like every game.
Yeah, I'm okay with that one.
Good pick.
I am.
I think the Islanders would benefit from Blackwood. So
For those of you listening, by the way, so far we have 3 names that are going to be dropping out of the first potentially, and that is Pavel Zacha, Lawson Krause, and Dennis Gurianov.
they all drop out of the first. They all.
Oh wow, Gurianov scored 30 goals this season, boys. I'm just gonna let you know.
Then maybe he doesn't. But there's no way you got
At number 29.
Zacha.
At number 29, the Columbus Blue Jackets selected Gabriel Carlson, a pick that did not pay off.
Gurianov for the Blue Jackets.
I was gonna say that or Chernak.
See, they already picked Aho earlier. Remember that?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go Chernak on this one. I know that I know Columbus traded Seth Jones a year later, but
What's the other defenseman?
Ethan Bear.
No, he already got picked, didn't he?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No.
Then Ethan Bear should go.
Ethan Bear.
Canadians selected Colin White, 27, number 27. Anaheim Ducks picked Connor Garland, and then Islanders picked Mackenzie Blackwood.
All right, Ethan Bear.
Ethan Bear.
Yeah, Ethan Bear to the Blue Jackets. I'm okay with that one.
Okay. We got one more, right?
One more. We have the Arizona Coyotes at number 30, selecting Nick Merkley.
Poor guy. I think he had injuries that ruined his career.
Oh my heavens! Just guy who could never get a break in the world, and now he's with the Devils now, and I hope to God he gets his fair shake. I really do.
Now this was Chicago's pick at the time too, right?
It was Chicago's pick. That was the pick that they traded for Antoine Vermette, who ended up helping them with 2 game-winning goals in the final alone.
Face-off genius.
A face-off genius, fantastic player. I have nothing. It was one of the few times that Stan actually traded away a first-round pick, and I was actually happy with it. So,
yeah,
cool.
He was probably their best player on the team at the time. Him and Shane Doan.
Oh, without a doubt, probably. So for this one, they went with Nick Merkley, a right wing. Now we have a bunch of names that are still available right now.
List them off.
Bear and Chernak are still sitting there. We have. I'm assuming we're not even going to talk about Zacha. Dennis Gurianov still hanging around. Lawson Krause is still hanging around. If you really want to, bring him up, I mean, Evgeny Svechnikov is still hanging around.
No, we should go with Gurianov.
You think we should go Gurianov? I think that's a strong pick.
Gurianov.
So basically, Arizona would at this point have Marner and another winger.
Yeah, I think that's a fair to be made. Jordan Greenway still hanging around. Oliver Shillington, Jeremy Bracco, the man, the myth, the legend, still hanging around. I'm just taking a quick look along all the names that came after this that I just want to make sure.
Juleson still around.
Yeah, Juleson still around. Nicholas Roy is actually becoming one of my very favorite friggin' players in the league right now.
Patrick, wow.
Yep. Yeah, right. Christian Wallinen came in the freaking 5th round, or went in the 5th round for round 4, excuse me. Good Lord. Alexander Carrier, Caleb Jones.
Yeah.
Matthew Joseph. Oh my goodness.
Dude,
can I just say for 1 second, my God, Steve Yzerman in his drafting when he was in his prime with the Lightning, holy shit. Was that guy good at finding talent in the draft? My God.
Yeah, I mean, he's better than another GM I know with Tampa.
All right. You're gonna cease that nonsense over there, okay? I can't.
Fuck JBB.
Hey, I can't hear this nonsense right now. I can't hear this nonsense. All right, as Avs Rich would say, I can't hear this. So with this pick, I'm okay with Gurianov. Is there a case to be made for Ethan Bear or Eric Chernak at all?
Didn't he get picked already?
No. Oh, no. Ethan Bear and oh no, wait a minute. We didn't pick Ethan Bear, did we?
I think we thought about picking him, but I don't know.
We did for the Jackets. We did for the Jackets.
We did.
Okay, so
it's got to be Gurianov.
Yeah, is there a case to be made for Eric Chernak then?
No, he's a second-round guy in this.
You think so?
Yeah.
I will also say at number 32, though, the Arizona Coyotes also picked Christian Fisher. Now, you can say what you want to about Christian Fisher. I mean, guy still hasn't hit his full stride, in my opinion. Christian Dvorak is probably the better player of the two. I'm pressing myself further and further into Gurrianov the more I'm saying it right now. But I'm just saying, is there any other?
He scored 30 goals this year, as you said.
Yep.
He led the Dallas Stars in goal scoring.
Yep, and it's hard to like with friggin' Tyler Seguin and Jamie Benn on the same roster.
No, I like him. I think he should go.
Yeah, I think that's a fair pick. I think that's a very fair pick. That rounds out the first round.
Could you rattle off every selection, or do you not have?
Oh God, I do not recall every single one of them, but I'm gonna do my best here. Okay. So number 1, we had Connor McDavid to Jack Eichel. That didn't change. Number 3 to the Coyotes, we had Mitch Marner. Number 4, the Maple Leafs, we went with size and we decided with Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah.
Number 5, Carolina Hurricanes, they took Hannafin originally. I think we went with Werenski on that one.
Yep.
Then with the New Jersey Devils, Pavel Zacha originally. That guy gets freaking tossed in the incinerator.
We went Provorov, I thought.
I think I won the Provorov argument with that one.
Yep.
And then at number 7, Ivan Provorov originally went to the Flyers, and I think we said Shabbat on that one.
Yes, we did.
Okay, then Columbus took Werenski at number 8 originally, and what did we pick?
Sebastian Aho.
Sebastian Aho, correct. Okay, and then the San Jose Sharks at number 9 originally took Timo Meier. That did not hold up. We took Matthew Barzal on that one.
Yeah. See, now this is we're just gonna have to, because it's gonna start getting questionable who we took.
Yeah, like at this point, let's cut it.
So I will listen to this. Yeah, you gotta listen to it, and I guess I'll put a list on like Twitter. But we should do another redraft soon, and we'll make sure we write it down.
Yes,
this was tough. Which one would you guys want to?
Yo, I'm supposed to see Richard after this. Maybe we'll listen to the episode. We'll write it, make a list.
I'm gonna have to load it real quick.
Oh, and I'll tell you what. Abs, Rich and I were talking about this earlier. Just because we're in the off season right now and there's no hockey going on, at one point we're gonna have to maybe do a list of that has to do with music here, Wild Tim. Maybe like our top 10 bands of all time, top guitarists, drummers, bassists, whatever have you.
No doubt.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm okay with that.
We should probably have more NHL news coming out next podcast. So, what else do you guys want us to talk about, or we should close this up?
Either close it up or trying to think of like a music question.
Cool. There we go.
I can't think of one.
What I'm trying to think of one too. I think it's time to close it up. Close up shop. You could follow us at You can follow us at Stuck Hockey on Twitter. You can follow us at Sports Buzzin' on Twitter. You can find our Facebook page. You can find our site at www.buzzinsports.com. We're going to have some articles up soon. I know we keep saying that, but there's not much NHL news coming. But we will be back with you next week. Make sure you share this podcast with everyone you know, including who should we include for them?
I have a question.
What's your question?
All right. So, you have like a choice. It's like you could either go keep things the way they are, or for 1 year.
Oh boy.
1 year of your life. Dave Mustaine, you live in the universe where Dave Mustaine stayed in Metallica.
All right, this is the end of the podcast. This is done. We gotta end it now. All right, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.